Hey YouTubers, X Factor here. Welcome back to my beautiful SimCity. And for those of you who are new to this series, I've had major problems with the AI in the game, specifically transportation. I currently am transitioning in how I make my money. So let's step back a couple weeks of game time, basically. Ore. I use ore and I use coal to smelt into alloy. Why? Because it's a much more valuable resource. You make more money. But the problem was, I used to have my trade depots, which hold this product, import it, export it for me in this corner in a little different spot. And then my smelting plants were scattered in this corner. Well, the trucks, instead of going in a straight line to those plants, would literally drive through the middle of the city. Well, what would happen? My trucks would get stuck in the traffic because I used to have a traffic problem. Now I don't. They get stuck in the middle of the city. My smelting plants would stop creating alloy. These things cost $1,000 an hour plus the product that they're out of making, right? So that's $24K in a day. Plus, I'll show you what. When they're pumping, they make 96 tons. And I'll show you what I was out of making, right? Exporting at 42,000 per 10 tons. So that's a lot of money. Not to mention these take a ton of power, a ton of water, and put a lot of stress on the poo-poo pipes. And it's really dirty. But I'm changing all of that. I'm now getting into the processor, plastic, and TV game. So what did I have to do? Number one, the first problem I had was this. I could not add a plastic unit. I could not import plastics into this. Haven't leveled up the appropriate things, which is a commercial division to a petroleum HQ or petroleum division to a trade HQ. Neither of those were happening. So where did I go? I stepped back. Everybody can do this. Plop down a trade depot and make a bunch of plastic spots, right? So you can, plastic yards, so you can import the plastic. Of course, it costs you money, and this number can fluctuate, but we're going to go back to what I needed that plastic for. I need the plastic for the processors. So I was already making alloy, so I stopped exporting the alloy, right? So right now I'm using this locally. So this is a storage yard. This alloy spot's a storage yard for overflow. And it comes to a processor factory with the plastic. They then make the processors. So I had to make two processor factories to level up something. And you need this. And I'm going to show you what you need here. You need to build Electronics HQ. Mine's gone. I don't need it anymore. The next thing is you get a consumer electronics expansion to that. Right? Once you level it up, build it, and once you've got that achievement, you're done. Why did I need that? Because I needed to build a different type of factory. This factory allows me to make either TVs, this guy right here. I can make either TVs or computers. Computers is, worth more money, so that's the route that I'm going. So this plant then takes several things. It takes alloy, which I'm already creating. It takes processors that I'm already creating. It takes plastic, which I'm importing in and actually creating a little bit. I'm messing around with the recycling plant because it's great for your city, number one. They are kind of expensive, but it kicks out plastic and alloy as you see fit because you can customize these lines. Do you want 3 alloy lines, 1 plastic? Do you want 2 and 2? You could vary it up. I've already got a lot of alloy being created, so that slows down the money I have to spend on importing the plastic. So we've got these computers being created. I've got one here, got one up and running here, and I'm trying to figure out the perfect harmony between processor factories. I think I can have 1 processor factory support basically 2 to 2.5 computer factories. So what you're going to see is me literally transition out of smelting. Here's a third one. You're literally going to see me transition out of smelting completely. I might keep 1 smelter around, right? Instead, I'm going to import mostly plastic. I'm going to try to figure out a way to level this guy up so I can import plastic in bulk quantity and probably a better price. And I don't have to import as much coal and ore. So I'll be mostly exporting my computers. So processors, when you export them out the gate, you're making 100K. That's good money as it is. But again, chase that, level that up, get 2 processor plants with 4 lines on each, and within a day, you'll have that expansion slot available to unlock the other plants which produce TVs and computers. And as you can see, this computer money is no joke. So this is an influx state for me. I will be redesigning this entire half of the map again once I figure out the perfect harmony. And you're going to say, oh my God, X Factor, you're losing so much money. Look at my budget. Where's it going? Power. Smelting plants, and these plants are super power hungry. That's $8K an hour. If I didn't have this crap, it'd probably be halved. What's the other one? City specialization. Those are the plants themselves. That's $23,000 an hour. That's a ton of money. So if I wasn't messing with any of this stuff, I'd be making $6K. Actually be making more than that because I'd have a balanced budget and I'd have more industrial commercial. Because if you look at my map now, look at that. I have literally 2 industrial spots in the entire map, maybe less. My population's kind of hanging around 160. It goes up to about 180 or so when I start to push the residential. But most of this, I've got the densities that I really want. So once I'm said and done and Godzilla stops coming through, because I've had 3 bad disasters in this whole area, and I reformat this to get more residential in here, I'll get up to about 200K again. At the end of the day, this will be computer processor haven and probably another trade port to handle it. Better laid out, but I'm trying to figure out that money game. So if you're looking for a great way to make money, get into plastics, get into alloy, whether you're importing it or creating yourself. Start making processors, and you can quickly jump to the big money, which is TVs. As always, YouTube, thanks for watching. If you learned something today, don't forget about the old thumbs up. And more importantly, teach me the ways of the SimCity. I am the noobs. I've taken a couple of your tips, such as the sewer and water treatment plant combo, and ran with it. If you got some more for me, let me know. See you soon, guys.